Hey, what's going on guys, Mixube here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a Mardu control deck for standard best of one. So this deck is centered around the 4-mana Boros enchantment Outlaw's Merriment, which, as you guys know, old Eldraine enchantment, it spawns a token every single turn, and I'm using a Mardu control shell in order to leverage that and grind our way to victory. So we'll get into the deck. We start off with 2 Bloodchief's Thirsts as just cheap removal. It can hit Planeswalkers if you kick it, just a nice cheap way to stay alive. 1 Cling to Dust as our first escape card. You know, draw some cards, exiles key threats, and you can always just try to get it for life, cycle it for 1 mana to draw a card. Pretty good against rogues, and just the 1 is fine. 2 Births, make sure we hit our land drops. We do need triple white for the 1 ultimatum, and Birth helps us get there. If not, you know, gain some life, create a 0/4 wall to stay alive, pretty good card. Eliminate over Heartless Act, pretty much every time I play any type of black deck now, because I want to have a main deck way to instant speed kill a Crawling Barrens, and Eliminate does that job. We have ways to kill bigger creatures at higher CMCs, so I don't think we need Heartless Act right now. 2 Croxes. This is a late game win con. This deck is not centered around Croxa at all. I figured it would be better than running Agonizing Remorse because it can end up being a win con, but we don't really fuel our graveyard. It's basically just there to help us grind out our opponent. We're not fussed about getting the double black, double red, like we have no rush, and eventually we're going to build up to it when we ultimatum anyways. So this is basically just in the spot of Agonizing Remorse, as well as being another escape card that can help us win against rogues. Mazemind Tome, because we can play pretty instant speed with cards like Bone Crusher Giant, Soul Seer, and Eliminate, so being able to have tomes is super useful. It's a form of card advantage, helps us gain life, and basically the glue of the deck, like, because Mardu has sort of weird card advantage, and Mazemind Tome really helps with that. 1 Banishing Light, because I want a main deck way to hit all types of permanents. I've seen a lot less Ugin and a lot less Elspeth Conquers Death, so I don't think we're as punished for running the 1 Banishing Lights. I wouldn't run it in best of 3, but because we're in best of 1, having a 3 mana hit all removal spell that we hardly ever get punished for is pretty nice. 2 Elspeth's Nightmare. Really cheap, versatile removal. 3 mana to kill a power 2 less creature isn't great, but the value you get off all 3 chapters is really fun, and it's a nice curve filler. It's a good reason to be in Mardu. Bone Crusher Giant, you got the Stomp, removal spell, you got the 4/3 on the other side. Really great card, good for any type of mid-rangey control deck. 1 Soul Seer as a way to hit Planeswalkers and interact with Heliod that isn't ECD. So, I don't know, I like this card. Also takes out Lovestruck Beast, and the Eliminates do too, but Elspeth's Nightmare doesn't, and neither does Bone Crusher Giant, so just a other way to take that out. If you want, you can cut this and run the another Eliminate, like, that's fine too. Extinction Event, stay alive, wipe the board, we are a control deck. Merriment, kind of the whole reason we're making this deck anyways. Win con, Engine, really just a fun card to play with. ECD, we have a couple creatures we can get back, whether it is just a Ox to draw more cards, a Croxa just to make them discard again, or a Bone Crusher Giant as a 5/4 blocker. ECD is pretty good. It's also versatile removal. And oh yeah, our other target is the Chandra Heart of Fire. As just a weird planeswalker, if our hand is emptied, it's a form of card advantage. If not, just can shock every single turn. So pretty decent top end, not amazing, but it's a fun little shell for Chandra. The Ox, I never love hard casting this from my hand, but if it gets milled against rogues, it's a really good hit. You can always cut this and run something else, but I think 1 Ox is fine. And 1 Ultimatum as a catch-up, not win con, but get back into the game cheat spell. We're in Mardu, and we're a control deck, so hey, I couldn't really help myself, just 1 Ultimatum. Mana base, we got the Pathways, Triome, Fabled Passage, basic lands, 1 Locthwain to draw more cards that enters untapped with Swamps or Triome, and 1 of each Boros Bolt land. This can make Angels. This is a removal spell. I don't think we need the black one. We don't have many creatures in this deck, and our mana base could fit 2 extra lands, so I picked these. I think they are the best ones for the situation. So yeah, guys, that's the list. If you guys are liking the decks, be sure to drop a like on the video and consider subscribing. It really motivates me to make more content. Deck list will be in the description down below, and let's get into some games. Okay, Yeah. This hand lets us cast double Merriment, bit of removal to stay alive. And, yeah, Birth helps us get the other planes, so let's get it. Mono red. It's always mono red, guys. Actually, to be fair, I haven't faced mono red in a minute. Alright, that's a good draw. Let's get the Birth out. The 0-4 wall could end up coming in super clutch. And making sure we have an untapped land next turn, or not next turn, but for in 2 turns could be really important. Because we probably end up playing this tap, then eliminating the robber, and then playing Merriment on 4. Takes passage, that's fine. 3rd Merriment, okay. Well, that's fun. We'll play this tapped and pass the turn. See what the opponent wants to do. So our next 3 turns just look like Merriment, Merriment, Merriment. Nah, I'm playing. But if they were, though, that would be hilarious. Don't let them steal again with the robber. Just going to eliminate it now. Opponent might have a Bone Crusher Giant. They might have a Rimrock Knight, which is why they played tap land. We'll see. They can attack. I will take the block if they're using a combat trick to kill a wall. I'm pretty fine with that. And the opponent doesn't attack. Okay. So no attacks. You'd love to see it. Let's go for our first Outlaw's Merriment. Yeah, so next turn we have Merriment and Bloodchief's Thirst. Yep. Good luck finding enchantment removal in red. If one of these was an extinction event, I'd feel a lot better about this play, or this position even, but the Bloodchief's Thirst gives me more hope than just this one Merriment would. Uh-huh. No attacks. Create a 3-1 Trampler. This can get us some cards later on. Yeah, let's blow up the Fervent Champion and play out second Merriment. No attacks. We want to put everything in front of a Ember Cleave should one come up, which I don't even think this is possible, but I can play really defensive. We have so much value every turn, just outgrinding them with Merriment. Alright, Phoenix. Lots of form of evasive damage. Alright, some lifelinkers. Nice. Lifelink haste. No stress. I'll poke in with the 3-1 now. They need 4th land to cleave. No attacks. Let's just keep that up. Play this on red to help us out with Croxa mana. Go for 3rd Merriment. This is so funny. Well, what you gonna do? Hey, they have almost their perfect curve. You have 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. I mean, no 4 drop, but or no cleave, but hey, not too bad. Unearthed Shield Breaker, the wall. Gotta love that main deck tech. Destroy target artifact. All enchantments. Ping 1 damage. Easy Shield Breaker. Uh-huh. And I can Ox here, and I think that's also fine, right? Or we'll get in with the Trampler. Because we have so many blockers anyways. Any block I'm happy with. And I'm pretty sure dropping off the tome for this is the move. Like, we'll find more tomes, right? See? Easily. More tomes. Go ahead. And we can't cast and replay Croxa, but we're getting pretty close to it. And the opponent has seen enough. My army of clerics, rogues, and warriors has outvalued their mono red not hit land 4 for Embercleave. You'll love to see it, boys. Okay, against Yorion double tome. Let's go. All this removal isn't great. Ooh, okay. Celestia. Probably Bant if we're being honest with ourselves, but you know. Ooh, okay. Abzan, very cool. We'll put this on white. Play out a tome and pass. I don't think I'm going to scry. I think I just want to take the cards. And yeah, if this is Doom Foretold, then our Outlaws Merriments aren't great. But until they actually hit us with a Doom Foretold, oh, okay, feels bad, guys. First tome down. Let's scry. Birth. Birth is like fine. It's more mana, but it's like tapped mana. Sure, let's keep. I don't think I want to get the other tome down right away. Worried about them having another apparition or just a Doom Foretold for that matter. So that smooths out our mana. Let's just have red, white, white, and I can play this on black for the Merriment. Also, them slamming Doom here is pretty bad. Okay, so they buy Yorion and tap land. Okay. So, we get a wall. Play this on black. And I can go Tome Eliminate if I want to. Or I can go Merriment, but that's really bad against a Elspeth Conquers Death. But they don't have double white, so let's try it. Let's see how long we can get this to stick for. All this removal looking so good against aggro. And there's double white. They can slam Yorion, blink the apparition, second apparition. Those bad guys. Alright. No attacks, I'm guessing? Heartless Act, attack? Animal. Okay. Gain some of that sweet, sweet life. We miss a land, but it's not a huge deal. Let's event for Odd. Get these apparitions exiled. And give me my tokens. This is 6 power and toughness they have to respect. They might have another board wipe. Elspeth's Nightmare. Annoying, but okay. Get in there. Okay, I'm gonna try to draw into untapped land, exile the egg. And we miss. Feels bad. Pass the turn. If I drew into untapped land, then untapped land and tome is another card. But yeah, they're probably gonna grab my ECD because my hand of removal isn't looking that great against them. It could be the Soul Seer. Soul Seer, sorry, just takes out Yorion. Yep, ECD is probably the call. Despite me not actually having any cards, any creatures or planeswalkers to reanimate. And there's a Doom Foretold. Okay. So their draw has just been better than ours, I think. They've curved out. They're not flooded in removal, and I know their deck is full of it because they are Abzan. Nightmare? Well... no, I don't think so. Let's take a draw. Sacrifice the tome. Untapped land? Untapped land. What do you know? Let's go to main. Play this on... I guess red? Yeah, double red. We have Croxa. I can play this out. Let's get in for 4 damage first. Respectable. And I can hold up Soul Seer. Or I can just play out the Bone Crusher Giant. Sure, let's play out the Giant. It means I get to keep the 4/4 next turn. So they'll sack the Nightmare, which they kind of want to get. Well, they kind of want it to go off because that means Kling gets exiled. And the Kling is a pretty good form of card advantage. Alright, Extinction Event for Odd. This can resolve. I don't need both of these. It's just annoying how they get more cards. Passage. We don't play it yet. We don't want them to know what we drew. They can trump that all they want. Yep. And this will be double black for us. So we pass, hold up all our removal, and flashing back our Kling. Treacherous Blessing. Okay. So they can Blessing plus Yorion to get a ton of cards. And their draw has been absolutely killer. My best bet is that they end up killing themselves with this Blessing. If I can get them low enough in that time frame, then we are looking pretty solid. Okay. They get that back, get some more cards. Let's thin the deck. I don't think I want more lands right now. Grab a swamp because we do have Kroxa. And we'll flash back the Kling on their Doom Foretold. We can go for Submit 5. I don't really think it matters what's in our yard. And draw. Mountain. Okay, our own Nightmare isn't bad. Let's Sear the Bird. Play out land. And get in there. Play out the Nightmare as well as something to sack to Doom Foretold. And if they don't have it, we get a look at their hand. Large as it is. And we really do want something like Kroxa right now, because Kroxa, let's see, we need 6 mana and 3 of each source. So more black source means we can escape and we can cast and escape Kroxa in one turn. Goose makes food. Food means more life. But not if they're using it like that. Okay. Goose also dies to eliminate. And they really do want a Yorion to flicker everything, or more food for life. Okay. Golden Egg gains them life. Feels bad. Nice styles on your food creatures, by the way. Wouldn't surprise me if you're a mono green food player. And opponent holding up 2 mana. Okay. Let's see what you got. That's a lot of cards. Let's take out the ECD. How do I want to play this? I can stomp the Goose, play out the Bone Crusher Giant, then they target it to fight with the Wolf, or I can stomp face. I don't think that's it though. I think I stomp the Goose. They can't make more food with it. They can Heartless Act their own Goose. Did not see that line. Okay. Fair enough. Goose Heartless acted. Now I can play this. I think I do it. Just to clear out their board. Just double check CMC. Even. And every time we do that, we get closer to flashing back this Kling. Nightmare going off exiles their whole yard, makes Ultimatum less good. But land into Goose plus Wolf is solid. They can gain 6 life off this. And if they keep the Goose alive, which, I mean, it will be eliminated, but they can still gain a lot of life off this Goose. Or 3 life off the Goose and 3 life off the egg. No fight from the Wolf. Second Blessing. So they die to a Bone Crusher Giant. Weird line to pick. Oh no, they can eat food now. They hit a land. Or no, they had another land, so. Oh, if they didn't have the mana to eat this. You have no idea. Chandra go face. Oh, that would be so bad. You know what? I think I'd do that. Okay, they gain 3 life in response. We can eliminate the goose so they can't make any more food with it. I mean, we can quote-unquote draw 3, but they're going to be exiled. So we Chandra hit face. And they can attack it with the wolf, but they need 2 more food to take it out. And with an empty hand, Chandra's plus is pretty much just a draw 3. Work on that. Double blessing is so risky. They can cast 2 spells. And if they eat the egg, they can cast a 3rd. Alright, so they eat the egg for life. Tome. Tome is a draw. Let's play it. Plus the Chandra like this. Ooh, feels good, guys. Okay, so how am I doing this? I can go birth. No, I can't go birth into Merriment. So I guess it's just passage. Rack for white. Luckily still have that in the deck. Play out the Merriment. And hold up the card draw with the tome. Chandra putting in work. Crazy catch-up Planeswalker. Yep, and they take it down to 1 loyalty, but 1 loyalty isn't dead. Okay, what's it gonna be? More land? Doom. Ooh. That's an expensive Doom, my friend. I think I'm happy to take out the tome at this point, right? Let's draw. Ooh, put a stop. Nope. Okay. We can... I could have actually responded to that. We missed out on a scry or a draw, but it's okay. And this is a 3-1 trampler. So we draw. And the opponent, that's it. We hit for 3 and then we plus Chandra, and that's just lethal. Whew. That was a crazy draw too. I really think that the double treacherous blessing is what killed them. Good card, but in best of 1, this will get you killed, guys. Be careful. Okay. Tome into sweepers or merriment, depending on what we want on 4. We have all our colors. Passage can be whatever we want it to. So, pretty convincing keep. We're going to need early removal to stay alive against aggro. And alas, mono red is right here. Okay. We'll play this out. I don't want to get white, although we are going to need white. I think I put this on red, honestly. Because we're going to need red for Croxa and red for the Merriment. Drawing a land there would have probably been better, and I do think I still want to get the tome out of the way. So let's think about this. This is probably our black source. We're probably going to get red here, and this will be our white source. And then we're going to need 1 more white, probably. So we said red source. That's actually not bad. That clears out the mana a little bit. So we said this was going to be white. So we have red, white, white, black. Okay, perfect. Let's birth up. If they play a 3-drop, Extinction Event will look really nice. So let's hope for the best. Opponent probably has a Bone Crusher Giant based off the 2 mana, the keep on the play, and the lack of play on turn 2. So, are you going to stomp my face? No, you are not. I wonder what else holds priority at 2 mana in mono red at instant speed. Well, there's Annex. Okay. Pretty clear sentiment from the Annex. So to get a tome down or to get a Croxa discard? They have so many cards right now, I think the tome is just strictly better. I think scrying towards potential more life is more important. Drawing double Croxa in a matchup where I'm not really looking for it is a little awkward, but this is the matchup for the extinction event, so hey. And that's 100% an Evercleave. No, Phoenix of Ash. Okay. So Phoenix of Ash Rimrock Knight, maybe? Yep. Easy attack with all. And let's put a stop because we are going to probably scry. I mean, I don't think we need a scry on upkeep, but just in case. And so they bolted this in and then played the Phoenix. Hellhound, all evens. Ooh, boys. This is going to be one juicy event. And they think we're just Boros right now, right? Have they seen any black cards? No, they haven't. Whoo! Whoo! Look at this. Odd. Oh. Now I just kind of got to hit them with a hello. Is that toxic? Yeah, it's toxic. Love it. This is the Boros pathway. First black card of the game is a sweeper. That's so fun. I'm sorry, I just find that so funny. Okay, so we'll set up another stop. It's not one yet, but we're in a great spot. Alright, so they did have Rimrock Knight. That's what was holding priority. All things considered, they probably should have just played that on turn 2. So next turn I can Croxa and draw off the tome. Or I can just slam a Merriment. I can't double Croxa. And I think that's fine. I land... That doesn't even let us double Croxa. We will need double black to escape it at some point. We do have double black. We're going to need double red. And we can probably do better. We'll find land in the future. And I don't need a drawn upkeep. My turn is either going to take... Okay, yeah, see on tap land anyways. Alright, so we can Croxa draw. Sure, let's go for that. Make the opponent stomp my face if they're just going to do it already. Nothing. Just get rid of what other little amount of cards they still have. Dragonfire. They could have popped that off to exile my Croxa. Unless they really do want this in their hand, which I don't blame them. Land. Could have held that for Croxa. They know it's coming, or eventually coming. Ember Cleave. There it is, boys. We found the cleave. Alright, so let's take this draw. This is hitting us for 8, so... Can I get the stop scry? Nope. Arena just blitzes past me. Alright, let's put this on red. Go for an event. Call even, because apparently I can only draw extinction events and not 2 mana removal spells or 1 mana removal spells. And let's play out the other tome and just get it going for the life. The only way they really get back into this game is draw, equip, cleave, kill me. Annex. No equip. Alright, so let's put the stop. We'll scry with this tome first, because we can burst this life whenever we want. Bone Crusher Giant, nope. Although it's not bad, it's instant speed removal. And we'll scry for something better. Smashing. Nah, we can still do better. I'm just looking for cheaper removal. More merriments, okay. As to main. We'll event for odd, because apparently we can only draw 2 mana removal spells. And exiling the annex means no 2 satyrs. And we'll take the draw now in case we get tapped land. And well, here are our merriments. And the opponent is done. Okay. So apparently, triple extinction event is good against aggro. And I mean, hey, I want to slam these as much as you guys, but We have to not die first, right? Alright guys, and we are back. So honestly, this went a lot better than I'd expected. I kind of put this together as a jankier brew that, you know, was focused around a 4-mana do-nothing enchantment, but hey, the video turned out pretty good. I think I had one loss, if not none. Yeah, no, I lost to a Dimir control deck that was just a slogfest and I drew all removal. But hey, that's going to be the best of one problem with control, but this is kind of more leaning towards mid-range, although it's less present your threats and it's more answer a lot of threats. I don't know. It's a weird pile, but yeah, guys, it's a lot of fun. It's also very expensive. Don't craft these cards. This card isn't good. This card is good. So I mean, if you're missing the Croxes, I do recommend you craft it. Don't craft the Chandra, and don't craft this Ruinous Ultimatum. But yeah, guys, just a fun little deck before Kaldheim. Haven't seen that many people playing Merriment, and I haven't seen any Mardu control, so I thought this could be pretty interesting. So yeah, guys, deck list will be in the description below as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.